sunrise. In a weird part of the night, yeah. That's the time I feel alright. Yeah. All the girls are away, oh yeah. But then it comes back in the day, yeah. Between 3 and 6, when my big ideas hit, so in touch, that's the best. Send that girl a risky text, thrill seeking glance, squeezing, give your life meaning. That's what on the clock when the world can't throw you off. Not midnight, not sunrise. In a weird part of the night, yeah. That's the time I feel alright, yeah. All the girls are away, oh yeah. But then it comes back in the day, yeah. Doing it right on the weird night. Doing it right on the weird night. Doing it right on the weird night.
Kind of just equip different badges. There's so much with the on-court experience that's new, that's never been in the game before. The skill-based dunks and alley-oops is new. It's a new thing for us, kind of breaking new ground, and you know, things that in the past were kind of dictated by animations or just by dice rolls. We're trying to remove as many of those things as possible to keep NBA 2K a game of skill. So I think that's two ways that people did this last year were able to kind of you know, gain an advantage where maybe it didn't feel right or feel.
The Sacramento River in the foreground, welcoming and before.
Thanks a lot, BA.
A long wait in the valley for winning basketball. It's back. Good stuff out of it. So let's take a look at the Phoenix Suns starting lineup. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. Landry Shamet is out there with Chris Paul, and it's Bridge. Every year, Grant, the officials seem to emphasize a different rule. You think it takes long for players to adjust?
You know, BA, it depends on the rule and how strict they will call it. Things like the rip-through, hand-checking, those type of rules, they take some time to adjust.
MP is checked in for Fox. Paul for three. Connects from downtown.
You can't let Paul get room to shoot from downtown. That's a recipe for disaster.
Paul against MP. Bagley passes to Barnes. MP against Paul. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to MP from outside the arc. Phoenix grabs the miss. They come into this one following the loss to Atlanta.
I really didn't see much of an edge from them. A little more intensity could have gone a long way.
Only surprise is that the margin wasn't great enough. I mean, somehow they managed to hang around despite the lack of effort.
And the shot goes. Ayton's gotten his second bucket.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
MP, the pass to Thompson. Now here's Barnes. Can they get it? Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good.
Still his go-to shot. Give Barnes any room to get comfortable from there. He's going to score. But the versatile skill set of Harrison Barnes can be such a difference maker. Whatever you need from him, he can give it to you. He's able to fill in those little gaps on the floor.
The Kings have gone 2 of 4 so far. Ball against MP. Takes it inside. Ooh, Ayton with the block. Crowder, the pass to Paul. Bridges with it. Checked by Bagley. Bridges misses. And when it comes to Harrison Barnes being a glue guy, his stat sheet really says it all, Chris.
Well, that's right. It's a bit of everything. His rebounds, perimeter, shooting, even assists. The team wants a guy like him.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
The Suns have gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Up top, Paul. Coming off a 28-point game against Atlanta.
And let's not forget about the assist. His playmaking was critical for this team. Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
Paul against MP. To the paint. Here's Bagley. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist.
What a strong finish by Bagley. Getting physical to overcome the contact and get a shot.
Phoenix calls timeout.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
Yeah, I like the chess match that's going on here. Each team trying to find and exploit the favorable matchup on the floor.
And a new group getting ready for the Kings. Lenz checked in for Thompson. Holmes comes in for Bagley. Fields checked in for Barnes. And Mitchell subbed in for Halliburton. And the Suns will go for a different look here. McGee, he's checked in for Ayton. Saric comes in for Crowder. Nader, he's checked in for Bridges. And Payne is subbed in for Chris Paul. Here's Shamet. And Holmes pulls it down.
He usually takes advantage of D like that. Should have been a simple layup.
Hield finds Mitchell. MP outside. We've got 33 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Hauled in by McGee. The Suns trailing. 20 seconds left now in the first quarter. Shamet into the lane. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Whew, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
No good.
Using his size to full advantage. He beats everyone to the ball.
1 second left. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. And we hope you're... Completely new group for the Kings. Sacramento has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. On the floor for Phoenix, they've got Frank Kaminsky, Chris Paul out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's DeAndre Ayton, and it's Crowder in at the small forward position.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Appreciate the effort, though, making his presence felt defensively.
MP outside.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Back to Bagley. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. And the Kings lead by 4.
A confident score. I mean, even when the defense is on Bagley and being aggressive, he gets it done.
Bridges passes to Paul. No good with the triple. Sacramento has gone 2 of 3 from the three-point line in the second.
Some people don't give Chris Paul enough credit for his outstanding shooting, but he can knock it down. You can't give him any room.
Crowder against Barnes. Pass to Paul. The 3. Good. That's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts.
Turning back the clock right now. Paul looking assertive and confident, attacking on offense.
Well, Grant, Chris Paul just gets more and more reliable as a shooter, even after all these years in the league.
Yeah, I mean, he's always been smart with his shots, but he has great efficiency for a guard, and he could easily put up bigger scoring numbers, but that's not his focus.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Sacramento.
The three-pointer has been a major weapon for them in early stages. I mean, they'd be smart to keep moving and working on the perimeter.
They're showing some muscle here in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint.
Paul against MP. Pass to Thompson. Back to MP. Oh, rejected by Ayton. Paul passes to Ayton.
Nobody does it better. CP3.
There's 37 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Now here's Bagley. He's guarded by Kaminsky. Bagley, no good. The Suns have gotten 7 of 16 shots to go in the second. Crowder, pass to Kaminsky. Back to Crowder. Paul with it. 12 points for him. Pass to Aiden. 4 on the clock. Here's Paul. Another one falls for Phoenix.
We have to talk about those next-level ball handlers. And Chris Paul, he's right there on the list.
From deep, MP. Oh, got it off in time, but it's no good. Oh, what a performance by Chris Paul. He's been the story. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, and a new group getting ready for the Kings. Holmes, he's checked in for Thompson. Metu comes in for Bagley. Heald's checked in for Barnes. And MP is subbed in for Halliburton. And a new group getting ready for the Suns. Šarić checks in for Ayton. Kaminsky comes in for Crowder. Nader, he's checked in for Bridges. And Payne is subbed in for Chris Paul. Well, one thing we can take away from the 2021 season, the enjoyment that it brought to people during such a tough time, Chris.
Oh, man, you're right, yeah. Everyone was happy. Everybody was happy to have a full season. Even if you couldn't watch all the games in person, but I'll tell you what, it's just what we need.
They've got Richaun Holmes, Chimezie Metu out there with Buddy Hield. Then it's MP. And it's Fox in at the point guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. MP outside. Down low. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. Bridges, he's checked in for Nader.
They've been playing with much greater physicality this half. Getting themselves to the free throw line is a bust.
Payne against MP. Over MP. And Holmes pulls it down. Holmes has got 6 rebounds here tonight. And it's Hield, that time on the assist by MP. MP's got 5 assists in the game. Payne against MP. Payne on the bounce. And the shot goes down. Payne's got his second basket.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
Kaminsky against MP. Here's Hield. The rebound by Shamet.
Everything looked good until the finish. And it all goes wrong.
Stolen by Holmes. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Fox finds MP. Here's Metu. Oh, Kaminsky with a steal. Payne against Fox. Left side Payne. Bridges outside. And the Suns get another 3.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, and they aren't just chucking up anything. I mean, they're doing a great job of creating quality looks.
And so it's Phoenix ending the quarter up 10. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Great vision. He's a gifted passer. Has his finger on the pulse of this offense.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And so in the game for the Suns, Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. Then there's Chris Paul. Then it's Frank Kaminsky. And it's Alexander in at the 2-guard spot. All right, let's take a look at the energy stats. How the hustle game has been going for the Suns.
All those block shots, that's a clear indicator of the great D they've been playing. Not giving them an inch of space out there.
Also, you can see how they've gotten after it on D. The steal numbers are something they have to be proud of.
Payton's checked in for Alexander. Paul passes to Kaminsky. Outside Payton. He puts up a 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Sacramento has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Hield on the wing. Back to MP. Offensive rebound. Holmes. And they're going to count that bucket. And they'll send him to the lock. 3-1. So it's the Suns winning this one easily. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do. You have to try to take the crowd out of it.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Allie LaForce, Chris Webber, and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. We thank you for watching tonight's game. So long, everyone.
Close the hood, grab the keys, baby, who you trying to please? Push the pedal, spin the wheels, I know how to make you feel, Baby, I ain't playing games, just shut the door and pump the brakes.
Hey, when it come to you, issue with trust. Won't let no one get a piece of your love. Yeah, base it on loyalty, base it on us. I ain't the picture perfect type, but I'm making it up. You say you want a bad flip it, I can't get enough. I'm rich alone, but when I'm with you, I'm bitter. It's forbidden fruit on apple juice. Can I sip on the cup? Mix it with some. You chosen it up when you open. It's a. I'm just imposing that you give it to me and just me only. Yeah, girl, you chosen up when you open. It's a. I'm just imposing that you give it to me and just me only.
Girl, you chosen. Sign this NDA, no, you can't bring no phone.
Is there anything that the community requested that you were able to give them in NBA 2K22?
They always request a couple things with shooting. Contests were big. Shot contest, logic, and just interior defense in general. I think they felt that could have used a lot of rework, and they're totally right. It's a system that needed a lot of extension, so we spent a lot of time just making sure that the blocking felt right. You as a defender.
We're the land of the free.
And you've got it on 2K's. DA, take it away.
Good evening, Kevin.
Yeah, it always has. You and I know that personally. Thank you very much. Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Pat's in the backcourt with Halliburton to his side.
Here we go.
The front court will be Barnes along with Bagley. And it's Thompson.
Into the game.
Anything for you playing across from another top-level guard?
Oh, it always raises the stakes, and you want to rise to that challenge. But in the end, it all comes back to winning as a team.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. A big group substitution here for Sacramento. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Thompson. Alex Len comes in for Bagley. Hields checked in for Halliburton. And MP subbed in for Fox. MP kicks to Barnes. Three-pointer. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Holmes.
This is what we talk about, valuing each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Outside, Walker. Out to the right wing. Five on the clock. Offensive rebound. Here's Eubanks. Holmes with the steal. Hield outside. In the corner, it's MP. Land dishes to MP. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Here's Vassell. covered by Barnes. Pass to McDermott. 27 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Forbes, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
I'll tell you, Forbes doesn't spend a lot of time in the paint, but that was a convincing move.
MP looking around. Eubanks grabs the miss. Here is Forbes. Three-pointer. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. It's Sacramento. They lead by 13. And the second quarter about to get started. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And quite a position here for the Kings to be in. What do you guys think?
Well, you have to love what they've done offensively after that first period.
Crushing it, absolutely crushing it. Shooting lights out, building a big lead here early on.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the floor for San Antonio, they've got McDermott, and it's Eubanks in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Mitchell passes to Hield. Kings moving the ball around. Another miss by MP.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
McDermott, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass. McDermott's got his first bucket in this one.
Cutting his teeth in the Spurs system, Forbes has improved at keeping his eyes up and finding the open man.
It's tipped. Outside, Walker. Over Len. Len with the block. Mitchell outside. It's deflected. Vassell, the pass to Forbes. Here's Walker. No good on that one. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
Point blank, this.
So as we conclude the first half, so far, fairly one. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. He's checked in for Halliburton. Murray kicks to Pirtle. There's the pass to White. And Thompson sends it back.
Great timing by Tristan Thompson on that block. That's his forte.
Young taking his time here. White the pass to Young. Shot clock at 5. The 9-foot shot. And the jumper is good. Young's got his second bucket of the night.
Backed by great length, I'd call Young a reliable interior scoring option.
On the court right now for the Kings. The front court will be Barnes along with Bagley. De'Aaron Fox out there with MP. And it's Thompson in at the 5 down low. And here is MP. Passes it to Barnes. Good, and the assist goes to MP. And the Kings lead by 18.
Barnes is just so well developed from anywhere on the floor.
Now White, taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Young against MP. And it's White missing.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's Bagley. And finish off by Bagley.
And I tell you what, when Bagley plays with energy, it is difficult trying to stop him. Awesome at just staying on the attack.
Pass to Murray. Pirtle with the ball. Outside, White. And a miss there on the triple.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, guys. We have seen today's athletes taking stands for social justice. All-star Bradley Beal says, we understand there will be a backlash, but we don't care about that. I'm a human being, a citizen, just like everybody else. I have family and friends still living in those environments, and I'm their voice. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you very much. McDermott's checked in for the Spurs. Murray with it, picked up by Thompson. Murray kicks to McDermott. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. Johnson can't get it to go. And here now the Kings. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run. Barnes passes to Fox. On the wing, MP. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 4 assists now tonight.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
Especially considering it's on the road in front of a tough crowd. They've been able to block out the distractions.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
And Coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
It's so easy to get run over when you lose even a little edge. Look for them to come out much more aggressive.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Eubanks, he's checked in for Young. Vassell comes in for Johnson. Lonnie Walker, he's checked in for White. And it's Bryn Forbes in for DeJounte Murray. Here's Vassell. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Gets it to fall. The bucket from Eubanks.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Pass to Mitchell. MP outside. Off target from three-point range.
His inability to make shots has not brought this team down. That shows you their resourcefulness.
Nice shot by McDermott.
That's his aggressive mentality, always ready to shoot. In catch-and-shoot situation, McDermott gets set, and he's ready to fire.
The drive by MP. Walker with some nice D. And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for San Antonio. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Eubanks, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Pulls it from 20. Wow, huge buzzer beater.
I did not think he was going to get that off in time.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Kings ahead. They finish off the third quarter on a 15-6 run. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports. In for the Kings. A switch here. Murray's checked in, and the Kings will go for a different look here. Medu, he's checked in for Richaun Holmes. Reese Harkless comes in for Hield. Terrence Davis, he's checked in for Halliburton. And MP subbed in for Mitchell.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Kings.
It was like watching a three-point shooting contest tonight here.
And they just didn't seem to let up, whether the last several shots went down or not. 3 after 3. It just seemed to pay off for them.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Marvin Bagley.
Hard not to be impressed by what he did tonight. He was aggressive, he was efficient, and the defense had no answer.
They've got Collins, and it's Hutchinson in at the 4 slot. That's the San Antonio 5. Outside Collins. Here's Primo. So it's the Kings winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew.
Set up, yeah, I train that. In the 8 for like 4 days straight, but I never claimed that. I be talking this. DM, I'm sitting in the. I be get political. Hit the down, I'm whipping the miracle. Get it, I'm scraping the. Get political. Miss with the whole. Mikey, these side insane. Me and Miss with the whole. Get it. Microphone check, 1, 2, mic check. Still back that. All this in my brain, I got the rank, I got the blessing. Take some extras out the repress it. It ain't no pressure. Guess I microphone check, 1, 2, mic check. Still back that. All this in my brain, I got the rank, I got the blessing. Take some extras out the repress it. It ain't no pressure. Yes, I.
Yo, I just like to say, you know, my man King, it's good to be original when you say somebody. Don't use somebody else's.
We were awarded for that. And so that's one of my favorite things about 2K22 is the balance of just offense and defense and contesting shots, open shots versus contested shots. Shooting when you're wide open is a lot easier this year compared to how it was in the past, as shooting contested is a lot harder. So there's a bigger skill gap in terms of shooting, finishing at the rim. Oh man, there's so many things to talk about. But I think that's one of the big things that were requested was just that balance.
Starting lineups just announced. We're just about set for basketball. We'll be back. Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the Allie, it's all you.
Thanks, BA. The Oklahoma City.
More picks than they can possibly use. So more trades ahead, you would think, Allie. Thank you. Let's check out Sacramento's starting lineup. Fox and Halliburton are the guard set. Barnes and Bagley in it forward together. And it's Thompson. Oklahoma City going with almost an entire new group here. Baisley, he's checked in for Favors. Deck comes in for Roby. Maladone's checked in for Williams. And Jerome subbed in for Dort. And a new rookie class to watch here early in the season, Grant. How long should we wait to evaluate a rookie's play, you think?
Well, BA, I think you have to give them a pass their whole first year. It just takes a minute to adjust and acclimate. And a lot depends on the age of the rookie as well. And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
Maladon for three. Sacramento grabs the miss. Coming into this, having notched a win against San Antonio in their last game.
And guys, those road games are never easy. But they had a solid strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, watching that game quarter to quarter, they sped up, they slowed down, but they executed in every facet.
Baisley, good.
And I think Shai Gilgeous-Alexander knows that this is an assist play in the making. Finds the open man.
Outside heel. MP outside. 1:25 left to play in the first quarter. And that one's good. Bagley.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
Here's Jerome. Now quiet so far offensively. Searching for his first points of the game. Pass to Maladon. He shoots it. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2. The Kings leading. "54 seconds left to play in the first. And here's Holmes. Back to Fox. Kicks it out to MP. Clock at 6 with the drive. Another miss. He's 1 for 4 from the field.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
Gilgeous-Alexander into the lane. And no good. So Sacramento will take it the other way. Their first chance this season playing the Thunder.
And in a series of the half-dots last year, they came out on the losing end, really looking for some improvement here.
Here's Holmes. Uses the glass on the layup.
That's a testament to the effort there on the boards. Never willing to give up on the possession, finding ways to sniff out the ball.
To the middle. All sorts of time. Doesn't go for him.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that.
And so it's Marvin Bagley making highlights for the Kings. Between his scoring and rebounding, an excellent period. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, for the Kings, what jumps out at you stat-wise?
Yeah, showing grit on the glass is a good way to gain an advantage. They controlled the boards in the first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
And so in the game for the Kings, we've got Chimezie Mitchell out there with MP. Then it's Buddy Hield, and it's Lynn in at the center position.
You watch Lu Dort play, and he's going to make it a nightmare on anybody that he's guarding.
Here's Lynn. Metu in the post. Dort defending. From deep, MP cranes the triple. MP's got 5 now. And with Dort, the numbers don't jump out. But Brent, the eye test is easily passed.
Well, his footwork is remarkable. Lateral quickness. And with that wide frame, it's tough to get around him and that tenacity he plays with.
Back to Maladon. Here's Roby. No good from outside.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
A chance to get a quick injury report. All right, let's send it down to Allie LaForce now. She's got an update on Derek Favors.